channel, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about being 35 weeks pregnant. Yes, 35 weeks pregnant. Now, the reason I decided to do this video is because I have just been watching videos and researching and reading books, and this is my first child, by the way, and just researching and finding out what's going on and what other people are doing and what it means to be 20 weeks, 22 weeks, 24 weeks, and all the way up to 35. And I thought, the videos have been so informative, why don't I make my own? Even though I've been pregnant for like almost 9 months, I'm still in disbelief that I'm carrying a baby inside of me. And even when the baby moves, I'm like in awe, like something inside me is moving. This is crazy. So it's been a journey, to say the least. I'm so grateful, that we did receive fruit of the womb, and I know that this is a long journey for a lot of people, and I'm not insensitive to that. So I know this is a huge blessing, and I'm super grateful. All that aside, there are some serious symptoms that go along with pregnancy. So let's talk about some of the symptoms. First trimester, fatigue. Oh my goodness. There was a snow day in February, and my work shut down, and life shut down. I live in Toronto, and a lot of things shut down, and I think out of the 24 hours, I was awake for 6 or 5. First trimester, gone. I was done, okay? Sleeping, and I needed it, and I just couldn't get enough. And then I had this heightened sense of smell. That was another thing that happened. I could smell what my neighbor's cooking. I can smell your perfume. I can smell everything, anyone. I can actually even identify people by their smell, okay? Which is supposed to be a really, really big, one of the greatest things that a dog can do. I can do that too. I can tell you what you ate for dinner, whether, you have used Bounty or whether you use Unstoppables in your washing machine. I can tell you a lot about yourself right now because I can smell everything, okay? Some of my other friends that have been pregnant before have said that their sense of smell has been heightened too. But thank God for that other thing that kicks in called vomiting, because they just go off to a corner, vomit, and they're good to go. Well, guess what, guys? I have the vomiting sensation, but nothing comes out, okay? I have not vomited since I was 8. And so that's kind of worse, because you have this thing building up on the inside of you and you just want to vomit, but it doesn't come out. Can you imagine? Okay, so it kind of sits there all day like a lump in your throat, threatening you, I'm gonna vomit, but then guess what? It never comes out, okay? Guess what I just discovered last week? Tums and Gaviscon. Hello! Use them. They are your friend. Kind of brings that sensation down. Yeah, gross. And then this crazy thing that I heard about called metal mouth. Can we just talk about that for 2 seconds? Metal mouth is disgusting, okay? You can be eating your favorite dinner, drinking your favorite juice, having a carrot, and then halfway through, surprise, it tastes like you are biting on a bicycle rack. The metal mouth is so gross. Suddenly your whole world turns into metal, and then you're totally turned off from the meal that you are currently enjoying. It just turns into metal. It's so weird, okay? Metal mouth is such a real symptom, and it was really, really, really prevalent in the first trimester, and then the second trimester was so much better, and then it came back. So every now and then, if I'm eating a meal, and it's always totally unexpected, I'll be eating a meal and enjoying myself and enjoying the meal and talking to friends, and then boom, here comes the metal again, and I'm done. Not only am I finished eating, I'm turned off. I want the food gone, taken away. I don't want it ever again for the rest of my life, and that's it. Some of the aversions I've had, really, really so many. I was never really a coffee or tea drinker, but now you can't be either. If you're around me, if I can smell it, I'm just ugh, so gross. I don't eat chicken anymore. I haven't eaten chicken since my first few weeks of pregnancy, and I'm 35 weeks. I'm just turned off. I'm really hoping that I can get back onto chicken though, because it's some pretty delicious stuff. Shout out to all you vegetarians, by the way. Like, now that I'm almost one, everything in the world is about chicken. Like, holy moly, it's hard to get a good meal that's not like chicken based. It's pretty crazy. And like fish, salmon, forget it. Like, I just can't. I was really enjoying the aversion to like chocolate and sweets in the first trimester and part of the second, where anything with chocolate in it or anything too sugary, I was like, yuck, get that thing away from me. And I was like, you know what? This is an aversion. This is a pregnancy thing I could live with, because I'm like totally addicted to candy. But guess what, guys? It's done now. And I'm back to my McCain cakes and, you know, blizzards from McDonald's. So that's pretty bad. But anyways, it's back. Back pain was ridiculous. You know, usually if I gain weight, it's kind of like a little junk in the trunk. It's not really all over my body. And now I've got this huge mass, a wonderful one, by the way, that's growing, and my back was like, whoa, 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 like, what's happening here? And so the back pain has been unreal. Your back is doing things it's never had to do before, and supporting this weight gain in the front, and, you know, it's pretty hard. It's tough on your whole body. So the back pain, that was a hard one for me. Diarrhea. Sorry, guys, for being graphic, but whoa. You want to be regular? Get pregnant. It's pretty crazy. The body's just like, yeah, we don't need this, we need this, we need this, but that's gone. And it will do what it needs to do. So be prepared, ladies. And the sleeping. Sleeping is really hard, because as you grow bigger, as you can see, got a little baby bump here that I'm going to show you after at the end of the video. But sleeping is really hard because my stomach is pretty tight. And so I know that everyone says you should sleep on the left side. Sleep on the left side, sleep on the left side. It's really hard for me to do that. I hate sleeping on the left side. I used to be like a stomach sleeper, and I'm looking forward to that day where I can do that again, by the way. But sleeping on your, you know, left side is hard. Sometimes I wake up on my back, and sometimes I wake up on my right side still. But what I try to do, so there's the pregnancy pillow that goes all the way around. I didn't like that at all. There's also the C-shaped pillow, which I didn't try because I really didn't enjoy the pregnancy pillow. It was too fluffy for me. Keep in mind that before I got pregnant, I slept with no pillows. I don't do pillows at all. So I found the pregnancy pillow really, really too big and fluffy. I did not enjoy it at all. So I returned it. The C pillow, I didn't even bother because it looked pretty fluffy too. So maybe it would have saved my life or changed my world. I don't know. But, you know, I tend to still sleep with a pretty flat pillow. And because my stomach is pretty tight, what will happen is when I lie on the side, there's like a gap between the mattress and my stomach. And that is very uncomfortable. Like, I mean, you can't even stay in that position for more than like 10 seconds. So I'll just get a little bit of a blanket and I'll wedge the gap between my stomach and the bed. And that is like heaven to me, okay? It just feels great that my stomach is being supported by something here. So you might need to look into that, ladies. If you're like me and you're not into these fluffy pillows, that might be something you like, which is really, really great. But the only problem is if you're a tosser and a turner like I am, you can wake up in a totally different position, and that's pretty sucky. My advice to you is to read as much as possible, find out what's going on, get educated, watch YouTube videos, read, Google, get a book, one that actually opens, right? Go through the pages, find out what people have done in the past. Get as educated as possible. That takes away the fear. If you can build your faith up that, ladies, you can do this, you won't be as afraid, because that's what I had to do for myself. I'm really nesting. Like, you should see my house. It's every single room needs to be redone. Like, that's how I feel. There's no time. There's so much to do. There's no time. There's no time. There's no time. But I'm making the time because I want everything to be perfect for when baby boy or baby girl comes. And yeah, I want to feel great. But that nesting thing, it's real, man. It's super real. And they say that when you start nesting, you're really close too. So there's a scary / exciting thought. Please subscribe, press the like button, and I'll see you in my next video. And before I go, I need to show you my baby bump. So here we go. I'm going to stand up and see if there's a way that I can show you here. Alright, I'm literally standing on something. I don't know if you can see me here. Okay, here's my side profile. Baby bump. Got a little junk in the trunk as well. I already know that. Okay. Here's my front view, my little profile here, my stomach, as you've seen throughout the video. And here's my other side here. Here's the back. Here's the front. There we go. There's what 35 weeks pregnant looks like, people. Please press the like button and press subscribe down below. I'm going to see you in my next video, and thank you for watching.